Hello everyone. In the last video, we talked about the topic of noises and how they affect dogs' behavior, etc. I showed you a clip of my dog when we were competing at level 1, well, the topic of gunshots. Today I want to talk in depth about that video. I'm going to show you that video and give you a little commentary on what that competition is all about. And that's level 1 of RCI. RCI stands for International Canine Regulations. That's what it was called in Spain. In the rest of the world, it was called IPO. And now, the name that everyone uses is IPO. IPO consists of 3 parts: an obedience part, a protection part, and a tracking part. We'll make a video for each one so you can see this type of sport. Well, that's more or less what it's about, since I've been able to do it with my dog. It's a very strict discipline. You'll see that. Well, the dogs do the exercises super fast. They're really motivated. In the past it was done with sticks, okay? With sticks, so the dogs obeyed really quickly because their lives depended on it. Yusan, nowadays everything is done based on rewards and applying a little pressure to the dog, but it's positive pressure, meaning it's not unbearable at all. Nothing like physical punishments or anything like that. At least not the way I trained my dog. There will be all kinds of things this world. So, without further ado, I'm going to leave you with the video of Ulla. And that's it. Enjoy it. Well, here I go with my level 1 exercise. I've already introduced myself to the judge. I've taken my starting position and I give the command fuss, which means heel, and walk by my side without a leash. She has to pay attention to me and be happy. Now you'll hear a couple of gunshots and the dog can't get distracted. She shouldn't even flinch. This is worked on. Like I said in the previous video, see. Now, there's a 180-degree turn. The dog is with me, and I'm going to change the pace to a fast one. Now there's a slow pace, and the dog has to adjust to my step. And as you can see, she's super motivated, paying attention to me, happy. You just have to look at the dog's attitude. Look, there's a dog lying down in the background, and that's part of the exercise too. Then he'll do my exercise and my dog will stay there lying down. There are a couple of turns to the right, then another 180-degree turn, and the dog has to get into her position, obviously. I keep walking and then I stop, and automatically the dog has to sit. Whenever I stop, the dog has to sit quickly. Speed is super important in this kind of discipline. Back there, as you can see, a group has formed, and my dog is going to do her thing. Well, my dog and I have to do a figure 8 inside the group and stop in the middle without the dog getting distracted at any moment. To one side, to the other. Do you see? The dog in the back is still and calm, even though there's another dog exercising nearby. Perfect, very good, Ulla. As you can see, at no point can I stop the dog. It's completely forbidden. I can get penalized, even disqualified for that. I give the command to heel again, and when the judge gives me the order, I have to tell the dog to sit without stopping. 2001 is a sit on the go. Do you see? I move away a few meters and wait for the judge to give me the order to come and get her. That sniffing is a sign of stress. That looking to one side and then the other. That's right. It's not because she's distracted. It's because she's a little stressed. We're competing. You can see that I'm more tense than usual, nervous, and the dogs pick up on that super quickly. Well, I think I'm coming back now. I position myself to her, right, so she's on my left, and I go back to my starting position. Now we have to do exactly the same thing, but with lying down, meaning a lie down on the go, without me stopping. The dog has to lie down. In level 1, it's done while walking. Level 2 and level 3 is done while running. I'm at a fast pace, running the diagnosis, She lies down, and the dog has to lie down here in level 1. Well, I just do it while walking, and she lies down. In this case, I move away again. In this case, I don't have to go get her. There's a call, I have to call her, and she has to come quickly and sit in front of me. Here I call her, she comes running. She sits in front of me, I say foos, and she moves to my left side. And I go back. Very good. Well, I got my dog up to level 3. I could have gone to compete, but I didn't. Well, in level 2 and level 3, besides this exercise, there's another one that's the same. On the go, but I have to say, stay. And the dog stays standing, neither lying down nor sitting, just standing still. Now we're going to do the apple exercise. The apple is that little piece of wood that looks like a dumbbell. Okay? I have to throw it. The dog can't move. And on command, it goes to fetch it, brings it back, and offers it to me. I throw it. On the judge's command, I say, fetch. She goes for it, picks it up, comes back, and offers it to me. She can't drop it at any moment, nor chew on it. When I say release, it means she should come to my side. And we have to repeat the exercise with the jump and with the hurdle, which is that green slope we have here on the left. I throw it over, say hop. She jumps, grabs the vapor, jumps again, without touching, and obviously, she offers it to me. House, can you give it to me? And she positions herself next to her, next to me. 1,000. And well, finally the hurdle. Same. I have to throw the apple over the hurdle. It will land there. She goes up, comes down, picks it up, and has to come back over the hurdle. In this case, she came back from the side, and that took points away from me. Point. We start with 100 points. As the dog and the handler, we keep making mistakes, and they keep taking points away from us. The one with the most points at the end of the competition is the one who wins. Well, there's only one exercise left, which is the browse. The browse is the dog's forward launch. It's not about grabbing the dog and throwing it as far as it can go, no. The dog's launch is that I'm walking, and at a certain moment, say, browse, and she has to run forward. And if I don't stop her, she should, and indefinitely, which obviously doesn't happen. But there comes a moment when I say Platz, and she stops running and lies down. The exercise starts. And before I say browse, she jumps ahead. Well, since it's level 1, it lets me repeat the exercise at level 2. In level 3, it wouldn't have let me repeat it, not a chance. I start the exercise, she begins to walk, and I say browse. She runs forward, runs until I shout lie down, Platz. And now she lies down. And that's it, I've finished the level 1 obedience competition. And now she lies down. And that's it, I've finished the first grade obedience competition. After this, well, now I have to pick up the dog, obviously, after this. And when all the obedience is over, all the defenses begin, which we will see in another video. And before the obedience and defense, the first exercise that is done is the tracking exercise. And I'll also put out a video about tracking, explaining a bit about what this exercise consists of. And that's it. See you now. Well, you've seen a bit of the discipline. You've seen how happily the dog works, with what eagerness, with what focus, right? And well, just so you know, you can do this with your dog, as long as it's in a working group. And your dog's breed is considered a utility dog. You can't do it with just any type of dog. For example, you can't do RCI with a Yorkshire. Well, yes, they can do RCI, but you can't compete in RCI. it's a discipline that's limited to utility dogs. And it's it. If you liked it, share the video, subscribe, hit the bell, give it a like, and all that. And that's it. Let's see if in the next video or the one after that we include the defense part, which I'll also explain what it's about, and the tracking part. Just a hug, and see you in the next video.